I get a link to a zip file called demo zip from a guy I never heard of. So you have to know when I do my mails, I usually have 20 or 30 mails, and then the only thing I can do with that email is click that link and then go to the next email, because it will take some minutes or even longer to download it. And after that, I will have forgotten about the mail, because I don't know any name, I don't know that guy, and I have a file in my download folder called DemoZip, together with 20 others that also called DemoZip. So I will not find it again, and that's a big issue. And there's just one thing that this guy had to do right. Instead of sending me a link to his demo, he should have sent me a link to his press page. Because if he has a press page where all the information about his game is stored, including his screenshots, his videos, his link to the demo, all the information about the studio, about the game, then I would have everything I need. I don't need to send him an email, ask for details. And that's what you should have, because you only have to set it up once, and then you can use it again and again. It's not much work. There are different solutions to do that. One single solution is from the Dutch developer studio Lambert. They have built a template for a press page. It's dopresskit.com, and you can download it for free. They also provide a manual. It's really easy to set up. You just need to follow the rules, and then you can do it within 1, 2, 3 hours, and then you have a fine press kit. It's so easy that even these guys can do that. It's a pretty good example, because we have everything we need here. I can see my own screen. We have the studio name, where they are from, when they want to release their game, on which platforms. Pricing is missing because it's not released yet. Oh, the game will be released on the 7th December, and they are here. You can play it outside if you didn't do it. It's great. So if you set it up that way, then you have a good solution. But still, you have to remember there are some traps. One of it is you can embed a video on this page, and people can click it and play it and see it, and that's nice. They also have included a YouTube link, but what they also did is including this MP4 there. That means I'm able to download the video and put it to my own channel. And that's something that people often forget, because the people that read our website and those who are on our Facebook page and our Twitter page are not necessarily the same who are viewing our YouTube channel. And if we only link the YouTube link, then we don't get all the people. So it's your decision if you want to do that. There is also one problem with providing these video download files. The moment you do it, you cannot change it anymore. So if you are probably planning to revamp your whole graphic later, you will not be able to remove the videos from other people's YouTube channels if you have provided them the link to the file. So you have to choose wisely what you have to do at that moment. If you think this is your final graphic, and this is a trailer you want to spread all around the world, and you don't want to change it again, then you can provide a file. But what's much more important is that you provide a link to an archive with your screenshots. That's a really, really common mistake. Often people set up these press pages and they forget to include a link where you can just download the assets. And then I have to write back and I have to ask them, can you send me a screenshot package? And then they answer me, can't you take it from Steam? When I'm trying, has everyone ever tried to download a bunch of 20 screenshots from Steam, from a Steam page? Did you ever try that? You have to click every single image, and then you have to click on the full-size button, and then you get a new tab, and then you have to right-click it and save it, and then close the tab and go to the next screenshot and do the whole procedure again. You will not do that 20 times. Nobody will do that 20 times. They will not do it 3 times. They will either ignore your game, or take just 2 screenshots for their website, or they will ignore you at all, and you will never know. This is why it's important that you have such a download link there. And it's not much work. And you can also, you don't have to even do a zip file. You can also put your stuff on Dropbox or on Google Drive or something like that, because you can automatically create zip files from every position in the structure. And the structure of that file is also important. Here you have folders inside of that zip. That's important that you do not mix up the artworks with the screenshots, because some sites have different screenshot and artwork galleries. And if you put your screenshots all in one folder, it's up to the people who receive it to sort it out again. That's also a lot of work. The logo folder can contain your logo for the game, for your studio, also key art. For key art, you should do it in different formats. What's also a good idea is to have such thing like a packshot graphic. Even if you do not plan to do a retail release, it's nice to have it for the websites, because they are using it on their websites just to make it look fine. Videos, if you have big videos, then you should provide them in a different link and not include them into that zip file. You can put it on the Dropbox as well, of course. And when you have done all this, if you have a press page that's working and a press kit that's working, then you're actually fine. You've set it up once. And every question you receive, you can just send out the link to your press page. That's all. And you save a lot of time that you can spend for other things if you only do it once right. So now that you've set up a kit and a page, you're prepared, but that doesn't mean that anybody knows about your game. So you have to tell it to the world, and that's what you do with a press release. Oh yeah, just one thing. You can also, if you have different languages, you can add subfolders. Also, if you have different platforms, that's optional. You can do that however you want, because that's of course a lot of work to do. If you don't need that, you can leave it away. But important, again, don't call it just press kit zip, because it's actually the same with the demo zip. If you don't name it right, if your name is not in the file, people won't find it again in their download folder. So keep in mind to do that. So press release. It's not nice to have press releases for the same game every day. You should choose wisely when you want to send out the press release. There are some milestones where you can do that. For example, if you announce your game for the first time, that of course makes sense. Or if you have a gameplay trailer or a documentary or a public demo version. In a perfect world, you would have that all on the announcement and put it together in one press release, because then we have something to write about it. It doesn't make sense to send out a press release if there is only one information inside. If you have more information inside, then you get better coverage for it. And then if you have announced your game, and you didn't do anything for a few months, then you can do a press release for new screenshots. If you have worked a lot and have a bunch of new screenshots, you can do that just to tell the world the project is still alive, we are still working on it. So it's not dead, just to show there is something new. And of course, release date, release trailer, the moment you go live with your game, it's worth a press release. Or if you have released it, if you port it to new platforms, that's also nice, because there are websites that are only reporting about mobile games, console games, and they probably have ignored your older press releases, and then because it wasn't interesting for them, and now it is, so you should tell them, we have it now for your platform. The special thing is Steam Greenlight campaign. This is also something you should do a press release for, because you need the votes. Does anybody know what Steam Greenlight is? Or anyone who doesn't know it? Okay. Or crowdfunding campaigns. For crowdfunding campaigns, I would recommend to inform press 1 or 2 weeks before you do the campaign. That's very important, because as long as you are not Tim Schafer or Charles Cecil or L.O., it wouldn't be a real surprise for the press if you come up with a Kickstarter you've never announced before. If you are an independent developer who does a first game on a crowdfunding campaign, then you should contact your press people before and get feedback. That's very important. You know that? Yeah. Joe Baptiste did it very well. He contacted us 6-8 weeks before and yes, asked for feedback and all that stuff. We had a chance to prepare stuff, had to translate the trailer and other things. And then there should be another second press release at the moment when you go live. Because for crowdfunding, this is a special case. It's very important to have as much backers on day one as you can get. The more backers you have on the first day, the more backers you will get during the campaign. If you fail in the first 2 or 3 days to get enough backers, you have no good chances that your crowdfunding campaign will be successful. And where can you place a press release, of course? Related websites, relevant websites should it be, okay? And magazines, of course. You should have it on your own website because when people come back to your website, they should also see all the press releases. It's interesting. And then there is gamespress.com. That's also a nice site where you can submit your own press releases. And they do a daily newsletter. They send out to hundreds and thousands of press people. So if you go to gamespress.com and look at it, you can. You don't even have to register. I think you can just send it in. But I'm not sure. But there is a free version of it. There's also a premium service, but you can also use it for free. And then there are these websites for adventure games that you should contact directly. That's AdventureX, of course. Another big one in Germany is Adventure Corner and AdventureNet. Then we have the English ones, Adventure Gamers, Game Boomers, Just Adventure, Mystery Mania, Adventure Lantern. In Spanish language, there's AdventureX here, I hope I pronounced it right now, and Adventures Planet in Italy, and Adventure Africa Greece. These are the important ones. So how should it look like? I went through the latest press releases that I found, and that was a really good example. That's the press release for Silence for the Delic Entertainment. They have released it on Tuesday, and this is one of the press releases that contain everything that you should have in yours. First of all, you should declare it as a press release, because this is an agreement. The moment I read press release on top of it, I know everything that is written below is something that you agree to be published. There is no discussion about it. You cannot come back to me and say, hey, you leaked something or you spoiled something. No, this is official, because it's a press release. After that, you can have a very quick and short message what the press release is about. It's actually here, Silence out now, and then a bit longer description why you do that press release. Important, where does it come from? This is Hamburg, Germany, so I, as a German editor, know I can talk to them in German. I can also maybe request an interview in German language or something like that, or the game is most probably also released in German language. Date, very important. Sometimes I get press releases that are 3 or 4 or 5 days old. So if I don't know when they come from, I cannot send out a news post and say, this has been announced today, because I just don't know it. And very important here at the end, the link to your press kit. And that's what they did. Should be in every press release, you should have that link, because if you do that, everybody has all the information he needs, even if it's not in the press release. So it's an easy thing to do. Once you set it up, you can just use it in every press release. There's some other solution you can do. This is from Christopher Brendel, Centric Engine, the press assets page. Here we collected everything he's ever done. Screenshots, videos, press releases, what else? Demo versions for all his games. And this is like an archive. These are sites that I will bookmark, because I know this is made by the developer, and he will add things all the time. And even if I don't know what he's currently doing, and even if I don't know his press releases, I can always go back to this press asset site and see what's been released next. It's also important that every entry has a date there. Because sometimes I come back and I see, oh, it has been a video released 2 weeks ago and I don't have it, but you just grab it from there, upload it to my own site, and then I'm fine. So, thank you. I hope there was some useful information for you. Do you have any questions?